Hey guys, welcome back to BachMakers, your favorite show that recaps all things Bachelor Nation. Before we continue with this episode, we're going to ask you very nicely, Michael, please deliver the news.
Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And share.
In that order, or reverse the order. It doesn't matter to us. Just do those things. Helps us. Enjoy this episode. We'll see you in the episode. Just keep watching. All right. Bye.
It's the
Baby
same
steps.
headphones.
Talking to the mic. Like directly into it.
Hey, how's it going? It's me.
I can't tell if it's even working.
Hello.
I don't think it's.
Hello.
Now bring it away.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Yeah, no, you're not even using that.
Hello.
You're not even using that. No, you're not even using those headphones.
What do you mean? They're plugged in.
You're not change the output. This is gonna be really fun.
In the StreamYard?
You're using yeah. Go to audio. This is gonna be wild. Live on air. We're gonna.
Hey.
Yep.
Hey.
We're keeping all of this in.
I'm up.
He's stuck.
And hello, hi, how are you? Welcome back to BachMakers. Weird episode this week because it's gonna be a two-parter. This is the first part. This is episode 4 of Joey's season, and the back half of this episode will be episode 5. I'm Wyatt. That's Lizi in the middle. There's Michael. Michael will be with us for just this part of the episode. Is that right, Michael?
Yep.
Okay. You won't be here for episode 2 tomorrow. We'll start out juicy episode, no rose ceremony. We'll start out as always with our team updates. The Bailey's Babes are still in the lead. They have not let go of their lead, 54.5 points. What do you have to say about your team, Mike?
Hey, I mean the team's performing well. There's a little team chemistry problem going on for sure with Leia and Jess kind of teaming against Maria. That's not very nice of them. But hey, I mean the team's putting up points. I'm liking. I think I got some good prospects. Got some good prospects that I think could go long term, but need to see more for some people. Some people need to step up, or they're about to fall through quicksand. So
good. But again, solid performance, 54.5. We're all chasing Bailey's Babes. The Wise Gals, good performance. A lot of smooching. I challenged them 2 weeks ago. I said we got to smooch more. They've been smooching. Kelsey A with a 3 smooch episode. Wild. Props to her. She's killing it.
She really initiates it. That's for sure. She loves going.
You know what that is? That's coachable. She's coachable. She heard me 2 weeks ago, 6 months ago, and was like, "Hey, Wyatt needs me to smooch more. I'm going to smooch more." So I appreciate that, Kelsey. And I'll get more about my team later when we get to Joey's Jawn. So Lizi, Team Lizi out down there with 33.5 points. Let's give it up for Team Lizi. She had some points this week. Congrats. How do you feel about your team?
Thank you. I feel like it's like I said, was it last week, 2 weeks ago, where we're still tiny but mighty, but we're still going strong.
Yeah.
I mean, shout out to Lexi this episode. Killing it.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really have any notes because there's 3 of them, and they're not called.
It's a little easy.
They're not causing drama. They're just they're just like in their own little bubble.
You do.
Team Lizi.
That's kind of a good thing. That's kind of a good thing.
Yeah, no notes.
You think they have a great...
I did also like the little conversation with Joey and Daisy, where they were talking about like baby names. I thought that was cute.
Yeah, I mean it
feels
like almost endgame at that point. You can't be talking baby names in week 4. But yeah, the Lizzie's gals. What's your team, Lizi? Or just Team Lizi?
Yeah, it's just Team Lizi.
Yeah, Team Lizi. They're staying strong with those 3, but we'll see. And then the undrafteds, which is now just Edwina and Madina. I would say strong performance from Madina this week. But other than that, they're sitting there at 15 points. Not worried. Still not worried, but we'll see. I guess we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks, Lizi, as always.
You're welcome.
And Michael, let's get into Joey's Johns. Joey's Johns of the week. You want to start?
Yeah, well, good segue from talking about the undrafted, because my Joey Jawn of the week is Madina. She was preaching, like she was preaching. I think going back when we started going through the PowerPoints and stuff, and she was a mental health
Therapist,
coach or whatever. Therapist, same thing, therapist, coach, kind of the same thing. She really just showed it out tonight. She really was just like, Leia's gonna come at me literally for no reason at all. But Madina is just like, she took it and then she just said some absolute preachness.
It's like I'm like purposefully doing this. I'm trying to navigate this situation the best I can, and I think like you critiquing how I'm doing it is.
I just want to give like clarity. And
you don't have to understand how I'm navigating this journey. I don't understand how you're doing or any other girls, but I'm not pulling them aside to tell them they should do it this way. Like,
okay.
Back to Leia, and she just showed why she knows her stuff, and she remained calm. I believe she posted on her Instagram story like earlier today. She was like. Or like she posted a TikTok that was like, when you remain calm, like when all the bullshit's happening. I was just like, yeah, she did. She is. She's getting by. I don't know how her relationship with Joey's actually going. Not well, because after they talked, he didn't kiss her, and so it's a polite way of saying you're gone. But I respect you. So.
Madina definitely probably the biggest riser from this episode. My Joey's Jawn of the week, it's gonna go to my girl. Finally, I'm giving it to her. Autumn. We had the Game of Thrones date, which I was like, there's no way Autumn wins this because I have my Autumn is Coming shirt. And then she clutched up. She like didn't even win it. She won like a small part of the date. But I'll take anything I can get at this. It counts. I'll take it. That's a win. Finally got a smooch. Been waiting for a smooch. Took 4 weeks, but we're on the board. We're on the board. That's what a team captain does, though. Sometimes you got to let the others shine and pick your spots. And she picked her spots. I will say, I was talking with Lizi beforehand. I think I'm going to stop yelling Autumn is coming as loud as I can on my Instagram stories. Come on. Come on! Come on! Autumn is coming! Autumn is coming! I think I'm going to do that. But also, everyone else who's calling attention to that, get your head out of the gutter. Perverts. Just saying. That's what I'm saying.
Any publicity is good publicity.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah,
right?
Shout out Autumn. She killed it this week. This was the captain performance. This was the legacy game I needed from her. Just really proud of her performance. So that's what I'll say there. Before we get into cringe of the week, or mine's kind of a quote of the week. But before we get there, I want to say one thing, because while we were waiting for Michael to figure out his weird tech issues today, I was scrolling through Instagram, and Sydney posted a little something on her Instagram, and it was snippets of some of the most vile human beings on the face of the planet, sending her messages, just calling her crazy, crazy names. And I just want to say, in the context of this show, the show that we have where we talk about a show, if you take anything outside of the context of the show and bring it into real life, you're like the worst people on the planet. If you go out of your way to say, hey, I hated you on the 20 minutes I saw you on television that's edited and basically scripted almost, and I hate you so much, I'm now going to go to your Instagram and say mean things, you're the worst person ever. And we don't accept you in the BachMaker family. If we find out any of the BachMakers are doing that, we will hunt you down. Hunt you down. So all I'm saying is, let's leave the context of the show within the context of the show. That's all I'll say. Because like, we will call people out for their actions on the show. Outside of that, who knows what they're like. But I feel like that's our job to like, hey, don't be doing that.
But on the contrary,
you can't say like
no. Okay. On the contrary, if it's a positive stuff, feel free to send positive stuff. We're not hating on positive stuff. So if you want to, shoot your shot with, a Joey Jawn from the show that maybe got out and you find attractive, shoot your shot. Go
Michael,
crazy.
what did you do?
Not yet. No, I haven't shot my shot since freaking Kit on Matt James' season. So
what are we talking about? Were you not here for the Greer saga all last season?
I never DM'd her though. Wait, did I?
We verbally DM'd her on the show multiple times.
Okay, that doesn't count.
That's a verbal DM. Anyways, I just wanted to make sure we say that. Cringe of the week. You want to go first?
Yeah. So while we're on the topic of Sydney, I guess she still is my cringe of the week, just because this is the last time she'll be able to be my cringe of the week. So yeah, Sydney. They announced the 2-on-1 date. So like somebody read the card and they're like, oh, and they're like, what do you think of it? And Sydney was like, this is literally torture. And Maria's sitting.
This is torture, and I have been literally put through the ringer enough, and now I have to go on a date with her.
2 people over, literally 2 people over from her. And I'm just like, that's just like, imagine, like, I just can't imagine saying that in a room when the person's two people over. Like, oh my God, this is just torture that I have to spend a day with her.
Yeah.
Like, whoa, take a chill pill and like maybe keep that to yourself. Like she really, really gave into that villain arc. And so, you know, R.I.P. her villain arc. But
R.I.P.
Yeah.
Had a good run.
That was cringe.
Yeah, Sydney, we'll tackle the whole 2-on-1 here later on in the episode, but I think at the end of the day, Maria probably handled it better than Sydney did, and I kind of leave it at that till we talk about it later. My cringe of the week, I have one quote of the week, which I think was a badass quote from Maria. Similar situation. It's when she said, "You know we're on camera all the time, right?"
You know we're on camera the entire time, right?
Which was great. Great moment where she was just calling out Sydney, saying like, "Hey, if you think this happened, we're on camera all the time. Like, this is a TV show." And then also a quote / cringe of the week comes from Princess Leia, who has since transitioned to the dark side. When I think the word she said was perspectivize.
Yes, I wrote that down.
That's not a word.
They're completely different than, you know, what I would perspectivize in this situation.
Really trying. I was going through the dictionary.com. I was like, how am I spelling it? I was trying to like perspectivize. Is it IZE at the end? I was just like, I can't find a word like this. And so, yeah, but I have another quote of the week too, from Maria. She said, a little Zach Bryan. It was not really a Zach Bryan lyric. It's just, she just said, I'm damned if I do and I'm damned if I don't. And I was just like, bars. Because that it was kind of exactly like her situation. Like she's kind of just, she keeps getting shit on, which is a little messed up. But
yeah. I mean, we can attribute that very famous quote to Maria if you want to, but I'm positive that quote's been around for, I would say, centuries. So
yeah.
But shout out Maria. Still bars. I
think the camera quality on my phone is way better than my computer.
It's actually way better. It's insane. It's just we'll work on the audio quality maybe another time. Baby steps.
It's the same headphones.
Talking to the mic. Like directly into it.
Hey, how's it going? It's me.
I can't tell if it's even working.
Hello.
I don't think it's.
Hello.
Now bring it away.
Hello.
Yeah, no, you're not even using that. You're not even using that. No, you're not even using those headphones.
What do you mean? They're plugged in.
You're not change the output. This is gonna be really fun.
In the StreamYard?
You're using go to audio. This is gonna be wild. Live on air, we're gonna.
Hey.
Yep.
Hey.
We're keeping all of this in the first 15 minutes of the show.
I'm not. This is the StreamYard app, and I'm not used to using the
this
app.
This sounds so much better.
Oh, it does?
We can't use so much better. Turn the volume up.
I know I'm going to, but like.
Yeah, this sounds incredibly better.
Everything I said.
I think we leave it in for the show, and I'll clip this and put this at the beginning of the episode so people know it gets better. That's insane that we've been dealing with that. So hey, if you watch first 15 minutes, congrats.
Oh, so it's literally just my phone volume.
Yeah, it was going through. That's why I was wondering why it was so loud. That makes so much sense. All right. Anyways, before we get into the full episode review, 2 things we need to cover. First of all, I want to give a shout out to one of our commenters. I forget who commented it, but they were asking for a player comp for Joey because I did athlete player comps for all of the cast members besides Joey. I didn't do one for the leads. And the guy who commented was Tyson. Shout out to Tyson. I have a player comp that I want to run by Michael. Michael, can you hear me? All right. So my player comp for Joey, and you can stop me if this is aggressive. I think Joey's player comp is Steph Curry for multiple reasons. Number one, he changed the game. I think Joey is in the midst of changing the game of the Bachelor world right now. The last couple seasons have kind of lulled. People seem to be reinvigorated by Joey's season. And I think he's changing the game a little bit, similar to Steph Curry changing the game with the 3-point shot. He's not the most talented, but he gets the job done. He's undersized, short king, as we pointed out, just like Steph. And he wears his heart on his sleeve. Steph's a very emotional player. You can see him throw the mouth guard. He plays with a lot of energy. So yeah, I think Joey's player comp is Steph.
Trying to get this light to work. It's not working at all.
This is insane. This is an insane episode.
So I was actually debating also adding Steph for when I thought of my player comp. And I knew you'd go basketball, and that's why I went football. Right? That's why I went football. Which I do have a basketball one, which I'll do later, but my football player comp is a guy that literally just played yesterday. My boy Christian McCaffrey, right?
Oh,
because
who
doesn't like Christian McCaffrey? Who doesn't like him? Not a lot of people. Don't like him.
The Panthers.
No, Panthers
traded him.
Like him though. They still really like him.
The Panthers like management.
Okay, so those people have been fired since then though. So
linebackers probably don't like him.
Okay. But he's a likable guy. He's versatile, you know. He can be funny. Like he had some clips today that were funny. You know, I was like, "Whoa. Go off." Mm-hmm. And then but he can get serious, right? He's kind of young-ish, but not that young, right? And yeah, he's a little bit on the shorter side, like you said, I guess. Athletic, you know, tennis, football.
Yeah.
Similar, kind of. But yeah, no, I think he is pretty similar to Chris McCaffrey. They're both
I like
white.
it. It's a good player comp. The other thing we need to get to before we hop into the episode is there was a big announcement of an announcement. They announced that the Golden Bachelorette is happening. They didn't tell us who. They just said, I think they said in November. But it is happening, which we knew it was. We knew it was going to happen, but it's nice to have some validation. So I have a list. I didn't do a list of people who are outside of the show, like the celebrities or anything. I have a list of 5 people who I'm very confident it's one of these 5 people. I will be shocked if it's not. So I'll run through my Bachelor Nation people. These were on the first season. I think without a doubt, the Golden Bachelorette will be Leslie, Susan, Joan, Ellen, or Faith. It's going to be one of those 5 women. If it's not, it has to be someone else outside of the franchise because I don't see them choosing any other of the women from Gary's season. It's got to be one of those 5. Leslie, obviously, that's what we want because friend of the program. A lot of people are campaigning for Susan, and I don't want to come across anti-Susan because I'm not. I just don't see it. I don't see her being the Bachelorette. I see her being like the host of the Golden Bachelorette, like helping the lady along her way, which is maybe unfair for her, but I just see her better in that role of like, because she was that role for Gary. She helped Gary go through that process basically. I see Susan being the host. I don't see her being the lead. That's just my thought with Susan.
So I'm willing to, I agree with your list of 5, but I'm confident enough to even make that list down to 3.
Oh,
because I'm confident that if it is of someone that was from season 1, right? Leslie, Susan, or Ellen. I don't think it's gonna be Faith.
Whoa.
Or Joan.
You don't think Joan at all?
Nope.
I
don't think I saw enough from Faith or Joan that they can be a lead. I'm sorry. And I really wouldn't like a full season of Faith or Joan. I said it. Sorry.
I'm with you on Faith. I think Joan still has a chance. I think she does.
I don't know. I just think so many people want. I've been seeing, like, going through the comments of that Instagram post that, like, the Golden Bachelorette is announced.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people said Susan, but I did see a lot of Ellen comments, and I was kind of like really on board. I was kind of really on board with Ellen. I don't think she would want to do it though. That's the thing. I don't know if she would want that. She doesn't seem that like that kind of person.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think she would want that much attention, but
yeah, we'll see. I don't mind taking Faith off that list because again, I think her biggest issue felt like a distance thing where I don't think she's as committed to this process as the other women are. And do you have a list of celebrity potential Golden Bachelorettes? And we'll bring Lizi in as well.
So, my celebrity one, obviously, number 1 pick, right? This would be too expensive. They wouldn't be able to get her for the time that she would need to do it. But Jennifer Coolidge.
Yeah.
Just the coolest cat in TV right now with White Lotus, with the crap ton of commercials she's in nowadays. She's the coolest old woman on TV, right? Arguably.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think she's definitely she's only 62, which I was like kind of really surprised with. I thought she was older, surprisingly. But you know, she's pretty, I guess. So count it. Yeah. And then second, I got Jane Seymour.
Who is that?
Which I was kind of just looking up old people. So look her up and tell me what movie you recognize her
All right,
from.
she is from Jane. Oh, what do I know her from? I feel like she plays like Medusa or something, or like
Wedding Crashers.
Oh,
she's the hot mom in Wedding Crashers. Yup.
Nice.
Yup. That was married to Christopher Walken.
Not married to Christopher Walken.
But she is dating somebody as of October 2023. So that would have to end.
Sorry, dude. It's gonna have to end.
It's gonna have to end. She's the Golden Bachelorette now. But she's also like famous, but she's not too famous. And then Meryl Streep, obviously they couldn't get her. They couldn't get her.
No way.
That would be obviously number 1 choice.
Meryl Streep's out there single right now.
74 too. Yes. So
she's walking the lonely streets at night. That's sad. That's a sad reality we live in. Someone needs to fix that.
And
make her the Golden Bachelorette.
Honorable mention, Mama B, my mom. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
She would not like the cameras or attention at all. So
you don't think she would do it?
Not a chance.
I think
if I signed her up and she got it without her knowing, and I was like, Mom, you have to go.
You're the Golden Bachelorette.
Bachelorette if you want. She would be like, no.
She turns on ABC. It's like the new Golden Bachelorette live from Indiana.
And it's just the camera in the room.
It's you with
TV.
an iPhone.
And it's like that one guy that's like, me? You just call my name? You just draft me. I just get drafted?
I get drafted?
Who, me?
Yeah, what?
What's that guy's name? Little Sass
That's a good one. Yeah, it's Little Sass. Little Sass meme. Great meme. Lizi, who do you got? Who you got on your list?
My list is pretty short. I only had 2, but my first thought was Martha Stewart.
Mm-hmm.
But then
didn't she have some controversy? I could be way out of left field here, but
Snoop?
What
did she like?
I thought
was it? No, she's in like that Bic lighter commercial with Snoop Dogg.
Great. Yeah.
Maybe
and
I'm
I think
thinking,
there might have been something with
like
Young Gravy, maybe
or something. I think I'm mixing up Never mind.
Yeah,
Whatever.
you're mixing them up.
Yeah. I mix up my old ladies.
But then I did look up how old she is. She is 82.
Whoa. Martha S. 82.
That's not even Golden Bachelorette. That's like
Yeah. So I don't know. But then my other idea was I feel like Oprah could be a good Golden Bachelorette.
Oprah's single?
Yeah.
Whoa.
She's gotten a lot of bad heat recently, though.
Oprah's single.
You get a rose. You get a rose. You get a rose.
She's single, but she's 70. So I feel like that would be more reasonable.
I could see Oprah doing it. Yeah. Oprah could use some good publicity, I think. I think that could work.
Yeah,
I thought about Shania Twain, but she is married, so that would be...
Yeah, but, whatever. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's fine.
Maybe. But yeah, we'll see. Hopefully we get an announcement soon. My guess is they'll wait till the end of this season and do an announcement at the finale.
Hey, Google, turn nano leaves to bright white.
For our YouTube listeners, the lights just turned brighter.
Does it help?
A little bit, yeah. Yeah, shout out to our podcast listeners who have turned it off by now. There's no chance they're still listening. But all right, let's get into the episode. Thank you, Lizi.
I have a thought.
Yeah, what's up?
I kind of, with the 2-part event, do you think they would make some kind, like this week, do you think they would make some kind of announcement tomorrow about Golden Bachelorette?
No.
Because of how close it is to Valentine's Day.
Wait, it is Valentine's Day tomorrow. Wait.
No, Wednesday.
Wednesday.
When this comes out, it'll be Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day, everyone! To the BachMakers.
Happy Valentine's Day.
We love love, so this is like
Will
our
you
holiday.
Be our Valentine?
That
was good.
That was good.
That was good, Mike. I'm proud of you. I don't know. I don't see them doing it in the middle of the season. I think they're gonna wait till the finale.
I like that. I like that idea, because what else? I watched the preview for tomorrow. If it's 2 hours tomorrow, how are they gonna fit in 2 hours of stuff? What's going on? What's going on?
Like, there's not enough drama left unless they
rose ceremony / the party before 30 minutes maybe.
I don't know. I don't see them just cutting to like a live portion to announce it.
Or recorded.
But I would be shocked. I'll say that. I would be very shocked.
Or if it's like at the end of the episode.
Yeah, but it would throw everyone off because they're in Malta. They're across the seas 6 months ago. And then it's like cut to now, Golden Bachelorette. It's like timeline.
I mean, people know that it's, not live.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like
I hope so. I hope we get an announcement.
I feel like it could be a thing, especially because of the Valentine's Day theory. But also,
well, wait. Here's the beauty of this.
But why else would they announce it right now?
By the time this comes out, we're either wrong or right.
We're either gonna look stupid.
So yeah, I was
Lizi,
right.
You're gonna look like
shout out me. Shout out me for being right or wrong. Who knows?
Same.
Yeah,
we did good.
We did great. Good job, us. All right, let's get into the episode.
Okay.
Let's start with just they're in Malta, and we get Lexi's one-on-one date. Lexi gets her time to shine a little bit. My takeaway from Lexi, I think she's still very nervous with this whole process. I think you can tell she's still like walls are up, tightened up a little bit. This helped a little bit, this one-on-one, but I don't think she's going to loosen up enough and open up enough to really get there with Joey. I didn't see a spark. No spark. Gotta be who had the spark off last time in Paradise? Wasn't there a spark off? They're like, you didn't feel a spark?
Oh, that was with Olivia.
Oh, it was Tyler. Mercedes and Tyler.
Oh, yeah.
Tyler said he didn't feel a spark. I didn't see a spark here. I'll say it.
I mean, I kind of agree with you, but at the same time, I think what their date was, it was really tough. Like, that's got to be a draining date. Not only did you just travel, long flight, you're getting, it took probably a full day to film, and they did a bunch of little things, and each little thing they only showed it for 30 seconds, but that was probably so much longer that I feel like that's such a draining day. And so they could have just been really tired. And it's like, I don't know, out of all the dates, I feel like that's a tough one to do. Like, even though you did get to explore the city, I feel like it's tough.
Yeah, I would agree. Night portion of the date, you pointed out Joey might not drink wine.
Today was emotional, obviously, a little bit for me, and I kind of wanted to open up to you.
Yeah, it looked like he had a beer.
I know. Yeah, it looked like it was either beer or, I don't know, apple juice.
Brown wine. Malta wine. Who knows? Well, we'll keep an eye on that. We'll keep an eye on Joey's beverage consumption.
I do want to give a shout out to your wise gal, Autumn.
Yeah.
When they were announcing that they were going to go to Malta, she was like, Malta.
Where's Malta?
Where's Malta?
We're going to Malta, and I'm so excited. I've never been to Europe. Malta's in Europe, right? Is Malta Europe? Malta's Europe? Okay, I thought so.
And honestly, facts.
Same. Yep.
If it gun to my head, someone was like, point Malta out on a map, I'd be like, that's a city, right?
Yeah, I thought.
I didn't even know it was a country.
I was thinking like Maldives, which I'm pretty sure is like an island, right?
Yeah, but then I saw the promo for the whole like Roman Empire thing, so I thought it was a city in Italy, like near Rome or something.
Is it not near Rome?
No, it's very close to Italy, but it's a whole different country. That's an island.
Wait, Malta's a country?
Malta's a country, I believe, right?
I thought it was a city.
I thought they said
Wait,
it was a country.
Malta's a. Now I feel like Autumn. Yeah, no, it's a country. It's 100% a country. Yeah. That's on me.
That's
I totally thought it was
like
a city
pretty much
somewhere.
Italy, though.
Oops.
But there was the Game of Thrones spoiler. That's tough.
Yeah. I genuinely have not watched Game of Thrones, but I don't care about the spoiler because Autumn shined in that group date.
It's from season 1. So.
But anyways, the night portion of Lexi's date, she opened up about, I'm gonna butcher this word, endometriosis. Nailed it. Where basically she's it's gonna be more difficult for her to have children, which is like a big conversation, risky conversation to have.
Yeah.
We did point out, and like it's not like a laughing matter, but it is interesting to point out that 2 out of the 3 one-on-one dates Joey has had, they brought up mysterious illnesses that they didn't have an answer for at first. First with Daisy, where she fell ill, then now Lexi fell ill. Joey's got to be like, dude, are all these girls sick? Like, am I like? That was an interesting moment where I was thinking about like, wow, 2 out of the 3. Tough, heavy conversations.
Yeah, that was tough with her iridocyclitis.
Dude.
Whatever. Sorry. I was just, whenever I heard it, when she said it, I was like, is that iridocyclitis? Is that a meme from Spelling Bee or something? But no, like, shout out to Lexi. The date was still cool. I liked how they brought the priest in there to kind of like, they definitely like told the priest like, hey, go up there and like
talk about kids.
Start the kid conversation, which is also kind of ironic. Like, yo, priest, go talk about kids. You know, because
maybe don't. that was again. It's similar to the Daisy date where it's like, let's put her in the noisiest environment possible. You're basically forcing these women to talk about things that are difficult to talk about, which is another discussion all to itself. Joey's also, and we've noticed this a few times, he's an all-time tear wipe guy. He goes with the thumb and he just window wipes the tears away, which is tough. I don't know if I could pull that off, just like the window wipe, like boom, tear be gone. But he does it well, executes it very well. So shouts to Joey. All right, group date. Weird group date, lot going on. Group date, but Autumn clutched up.
It was cool, you know, the whole Game of Thrones thing. But like, if you're gonna do a Game of Thrones thing, like, put on some armor and like hit each other. Like, come on, if you're gonna do it, do it.
Like,
when they were like, all right, let's fight. It was literally they panned the camera. I swear, you can look for it. There was one time when somebody didn't have a partner to fight. I think it was Edwina. Edwina literally was just going like this to the air. I swear, and I was like, no way. Like, no way, guys. Like, let's. let's just cut that. It's 10 seconds anyway. Let's just not and say we didn't, right?
Sausage wheel too. Then they had the wheel of sausage.
I mean, they're like, we talked about this, episode 1, I think, how they're like kind of like sexualizing it. That was, like that's like, we get where you're trying to go with that.
They did my girl Autumn dirty with the slow-mos.
Thing, I'm gonna commit to it through and through. Never back down, never quit. I'm a knight. I'm trying to be the best knight, and so I just have to give it my all, no matter how many sausages hit me in the face.
Too many slow-mos.
Daisy with this slow-mo. They got, like everybody was just like it's just, we know what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
And like, cool.
We get the joke. ABC. Cool. Funny. Ha ha.
But
it's kind of funny.
Yeah,
it was a little
funny, but like that seemed to be the majority of the date. Like that's what they showed the most, which was kind of wild.
Yeah. Yeah. So then Autumn wins like a weird, small little alone time with Joey. Night portion of that date. Oh, go ahead. You got something else?
Time I want to call is the equivalent to when Sean got his alone time with Charity, when they literally just like walked out on the pier and then walked back. Walked out of the pier back, walked on the pier, kissed, and walked back after he won the Ken contest. Like it was like the same exact scenario. They were with everybody. They walked away for a second, kissed, came back.
They're like, okay, you have your alone time. Go run along. Come back in 5 minutes, please. Thanks. The night portion, the only thing I want to point out, it was really funny to me how Jess she basically dropped the first "I'm falling for you" of the season directly after admitting that they haven't talked in a long time.
We didn't get to talk at the pool party, and then the rose ceremony before that we didn't get to talk. So I'm like, can we not make this a trend? Like, I can feel myself falling for you. Like, I really can.
It's week 4, and she's like, I know we haven't talked. Let's not make a habit of this. By the way, I'm falling for you. I was like, Jess, what? Calm down a little bit. That was very interesting on her part. But let's give it up for Circles. Kelsey, aka Circles, because of her Instagram. We love her. She opened up. She got the rose. So good performance for your Kelsey, a Bailey's babe.
I mean, good performance for your Kelsey as well. But going back to who were you just talking about?
Jess.
Going back to Jess, I think when someone like Jess says something like, I'm falling for you, and she's like one of the first ones or kind of the fallen back of the lead, you want to it feels like a Hail Mary in a sense. I don't think it's not yet. I think she's probably chilling a bit maybe, but I don't know. It does kind of feel like a Hail Mary, but he still seems into her. He's still kissing her, so that's a dub.
Yeah. And then, Circles gets the rose, and then we head to the main event, the headliner, the 2-on-1 showdown between Maria and Sydney. First of all, setting the stage on a boat is awesome. That's every 2-on-1 should be on a boat, and then the loser should just get thrown overboard or have to walk the plank. Yeah. It's like, you got to walk the plank, Sydney. Sorry. And they just leave her in the ocean. Like in Tenet, when they like dive off the thing. Movie reference. We should start, instead of sports references, start making movie references. Just keep the people on their toes. But the boat,
like in hockey when they fight and then they both go to the box.
Yeah. They like Malice at the Palace, but instead of at the palace, they're on a boat. And instead of with fans, it's two of them.
It's each other.
It's each other. I think
Joey
doing it on a boat was awesome. Maria was laughing the entire time. This all felt like semantics. Joey was never not going to pick Maria. He was almost laughing too that he had to do this. There were moments when he talked to Maria alone, they were both like, what are we doing here? Well, we know this is us, not her. So like, why are we going through this? And he was like, I know, but I have to make sure I'm asking the right questions and doing my job. But like, it's us. That was the vibe the whole time.
Yeah. Sydney, I don't even know, like her, I was just so confused. Like she just sat there and just had that face the whole time, and I was just like, what are you doing? Like, what's going on here? I personally don't like 2-on-1. They're so uncomfortable for everybody, like all parties involved. But I mean, he made the right decision at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So
I do want to find the tapes for "Shut the Fuck Up." I don't remember her saying that to Leia, but apparently she admitted to it. I would love to release the tapes.
I mean, I don't really remember that at all. I wouldn't be surprised, like during that like heated argument.
Yeah.
When, like,
just be like,
did kinda go
Leia,
at
shut the
Sydney.
fuck up.
I think like they were talking, and then Leia said something, and Leia was like, and then Miriam's like, shut up.
Which, well, maybe that was her villain origin story, because we'll get to Leia in a second here. I also think there was a moment during this date, during the day portion of it, where Joey forgot that he had to pick one, because he was almost like playing sides and saying, hey, can we just be happy and be nice to each other? Forgetting that he has to send one of them home at the end of this. Which he then gets to the night portion where they have their little dinner. And a bold strategy by him where he just sits down and says, hey, do you see a future with us? Which, weird strategy, because I think, of course, they're going to say yes. They're like, what are you expecting here? But I kind of let him cook a little bit, and whatever worked, I would say he chose correctly based off what we were presented. And then they played Ave Maria in the background, which was chef's kiss. Chef's kiss.
They were waiting for that, but now they're just like, we are like pretty much in Italy. Like, might as well just like play some fun Maria music.
Yeah. Anything else from the night portion from the 2-on-1? That again, pretty straightforward 2-on-1.
I mean, one thing I was surprised about when they had like whatever producer dude got tasked with like going in and grabbing the suitcase, which that's got to be such a fun job.
Best.
That's gonna be such a fun. That's gonna be such a fun job. But when he went there and grabbed the suitcase, which also Sydney's suitcase was like a third of the size of Maria's. I was just like, what's going on? Like, she has nothing in that bag. How you can't fit
She knew she was going home. She didn't pack a lot.
Yeah, I mean, damn near. But yeah, so when that happened and all the girls were like, I was kind of really shocked that they were all like so surprised.
Yeah.
Like, are you kidding? Like, a lot of people seem to be on Maria's side. It's also like Kelsey T. Like, Kelsey T has always kind of been like, Maria's like just honest. Like, that's her personality. But still, they showed her and she was like, and I'm like, what?
Yeah, I think
maybe they just get told to like be.
They probably said,
no
hey,
you know?
be shocked. We're going to bring a suitcase. Or they didn't know whose suitcase was who. And they were like, oh my gosh, they sent Maria home? What the fuck?
Yeah.
Another moment before we get into the cocktail party, Sydney had a quote where she said, my brain is completely occupied by Maria. Like, first of all, rent-free. Rent-free, Maria. Just living in Sydney's head.
Oh my God. She also said this one thing. She said, I have stomach issues from fearing that Maria's going to walk in and attack me. She said that. And I'm like, okay, I don't want to judge anybody's stomach issues because stomach issues suck.
I'm a gummy.
That's why you have stomach issues. I think maybe you're just lactose intolerant, honey, and you've been having too much milk.
I'm a gummy tummy survivor. I've had too much gummy and my tummy hurts. So I sympathize with tummy issues, but maybe not for those reasons. All right, cocktail party. We will we'll touch on this now, but we'll finish it mostly in the second half of this episode. Sorry, without you, Michael. But Leia is turning to the dark side. Leia somehow has made her Star Wars arc from Princess Leia to Darth Leia. And yeah, it was a weird. Again, the drama in this season doesn't make sense. It's just become everyone trying to come across as sticking up for each other, but it's creating villains. It's a stick up off where at first Sydney was, I'm sticking up for Madina. And then Maria was like, no, I'm actually being nice to Madina. And then Madina's like, I can stick up for myself. Leia's like, I'm sticking up for Sydney now. It's like, we're all trying to stick up for each other. while attacking each other. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, when Leia's conversation with Madina, which again, shout out Madina, handled it well. But Leia's reasoning makes no sense. Like, why would you feel the need to tell somebody else, like, hey, I wouldn't have done that. But like, just to let you know, like, me and my friends back home, I have friends back home, by the way.
Yeah.
I have friends back home, and we wouldn't do anything like that because we hold each other to higher standards. And Madina's just like,
am I supposed to just be a bitch to Maria now? Like,
yeah,
weird.
That's exactly kind of what Madina was getting at. Like, you want me to be mean to Maria just because, like, I don't know. I think Madina handled it well. Yeah. Like, I think because Madina technically kind of started all of the drama this whole season. She's kind of been literally the fire starter of the drama, which is
so insane.
Because her attitude is literally.
And everyone's like, "You're the drama. It's all you, Madina."
But she's kind of started all the drama, which is it's wild.
That's a good point. I didn't think about
she
that. She
handled herself well.
Yeah. It's very.
Which I do want to give a shout out to Joey and Joey's conversation with Madina. I think Joey, the reason he's going to be like known as such a good bachelor, because I think he's having the ratings are up. He's a lot of the fans are saying he's doing a great job. I think you can see that by how well he handles the people he doesn't clearly like, but still likes as a future partner, but still respects and kind of doesn't lead them on. Because I think it's as a bachelor in this point in time in the journey, you can just not love bomb, just
it's easy to get caught up
kind
in
of lead people on a bit, especially when you have those one-on-ones during cocktail parties and group dates when because he already knows I'm not feeling this person or I'm feeling this person, and I feel like he's not feeling Madina, but he still handled that situation super well. Even when she opened up and kind of put her whole life story on the line, he handled that super well.
Yep.
Said a lot of big words and
perspective eyes.
I thank you for opening up. Yeah. Thank you for opening up, and then
Yeah. It was good. Joey's been great.
I think she was going in for the kiss.
Yeah,
she was going in for the kiss, and he kind of
and he necked it. He necked the kiss.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think Madina's the big winner from this episode, and we'll see how the Princess Leia stuff. Again, this is all going to age well or poorly depending on how the second half goes. Before we end this part with you, Mike, that we won't see you again until week 6, which is next Monday, a week from today. But I want to get your thoughts now on 2 things: Daisy threats and Bachelorette watch, which I think are the same category basically. So I think we have Daisy in their own category. I have a list of 4 people, including Daisy, that I think could be the Bachelorette from this season. I don't think anyone else could be on this list. I'm willing to take people off this list. I have Maria.
Okay. Shoot it.
I have Jen. And this is before this episode. I had Leia. She's off the list. Daisy. Maria, Jen, or Daisy. I don't know who else from this season could be a Bachelorette. I don't see it from anyone else.
Yeah, the thing is, I don't see it from a lot of people. The thing is, I don't see it from Jen.
That's fair.
I don't see it from Jen or Leia. I think they're going to be great Paradise All-Stars. Lexi, no. I'm sorry. Lizi, I just saw your text. No, sorry.
What'd she say? I don't see Lexi as a Bachelorette. She's too nervous. Props to her. Props to her. I think she's too nervous.
Yeah, I think it would need to be Mike, you get wrecked. Okay. I think it would need to be a solid second half of the season for somebody to come up as the Bachelorette arc. But right now, yeah, Daisy and Maria for sure.
I think that could be it.
Watch. I think some people that have potential. Kelsey T, if she opens up a bit more, I know she doesn't have that strong of a presence, but maybe she's just kind of easing into it. I don't know. I mean, possibility maybe. Outside of that,
I keep looking at this board behind me, and I don't see a Bachelorette. I don't.
Kelsey A. No. I don't see it. I don't think she's a lead.
And
I don't think she has lead
I think
material.
the producers are terrified to make Maria the Bachelorette.
Oh, I would be
Terrified
too.
because
100%.
she'd run the show.
100%.
She'd Hannah Brown that shit, and that's why we want her.
Yeah, I 100% think producers are scared, but rightfully so. She's like such an interesting personality.
Mhm.
Like I'm honestly.
Are we choo-chooing?
Like the Leslie train. Let's
Maria
start the
train,
Maria
choo-choo.
because
Are we choo-chooing?
I mean, she could win. She could win. I'll give it to her.
All right.
She could win, but like,
Let's do it. I'll ride.
there's
I'll
no way
ride.
they
Group
edit.
ride.
There's no way they edit this drama if she ends up winning.
Yeah.
Right. So there's no way she wins. Right. There's
Yeah.
no way. But I think she would be a great Bachelorette.
I agree.
It would be so
I agree.
fun. It would be must-watch
it'd be
TV.
so good.
But the thing is, though, this is what I was thinking. I was like, she could be, but she's 29, and I feel like this year on Joey season, they got a lot of people for Paradise, right? They got a lot of youth in there. Like, are they about to
Go younger?
24, 25?
They kept getting older,
on-
and they might be going back younger now.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why I'm like, I don't know how many.
Yeah.
If they want a lot of guys for Paradise too, it might be tough getting 24, 25-year-olds to go on Maria season, excluding me.
I'll sign up.
Go.
I'm in.
And win.
Well,
Um,
we'll see.
yeah.
All right, let's wrap up real quick. Quickly, let's get a twofer for the episode we're about to see. So we'll fact check you. So twofer for tomorrow.
Oh, two for tomorrow. Well, I think my twofer.
It still sits.
Last week still stands. So I think it goes Allison is gone. There's just no way. There's no way.
No way.
There's no way. Who doesn't have a rose? I think I said Rachel last time.
Yeah.
Rachel stays. I think Rachel stays. But I'll add another one too.
Okay.
I'll do double twofer. I'll double down. Who else I think goes? Gosh, I kind of need a list sometimes. Sometimes when I'm you know what? I think Edwina goes.
Okay.
She kind of got.
I don't disagree. I don't
time.
disagree there.
She kind of got no screen time, and I know she had that group date rose, but that's kind of it. And then I'll say Madina stays.
Wow. Okay. I'm gonna say I'll say Edwina goes as well, and I think Autumn's gonna sneak in and get the last rose. I think she's gonna stick around another week somehow. That's more maybe wishful thinking, but we'll see. All right. Well, Mike, thanks for joining us for the first half. Everyone, stick around. We got another whole half to react to. So thanks for watching, and we'll see in literally not even half a second as we start the next episode. So, yeah. This episode of BachMakers is brought to you by Ecoternatives. Michael, we love on this show. That's rule number 1. But what do we hate? What do we absolutely hate on this show? We hate plastics. We hate pollution. Hate it. I despise it. Not a fan. That's why we partnered up with Ecoternatives. Ecoternatives is the world's most affordable eco store. It's basically Amazon, but it's the sustainable version of it. It's like Amazon, but sustainable. It's pretty easy. But what else do they have, Michael?
Well, they have actually low prices, really low prices, without actually having to sacrifice on the quality or the quantity of goods. And you can use Good Time 10 for 10% off your first order.
Yes, you can. That's promo code GoodTime10. The link will be in the description as well if you want to use our referral code. We appreciate it a lot. They're supporting us. They're helping us out. We want to help them out. And if you, the viewer, the BachMaker family, want to help us out, go make the world a better place for love to shine. Love can shine in an eco-friendly world. So go check that out. Promo code GoodTime10 for 10% off. And now back to the episode.
Just cut it.
Be like, we're back?
Yeah.
I kind of want to do the intro.
We
All right,
can.
So Grace,
Okay.
you have to, you're only, it's going to not make any sense. You just have to say, I'm up.
Okay.
Whenever you want, because you're the starter. So Michael's the starter. You just say, I'm up, and we'll take it the rest of the way.
Okay. That's all I say.
That's all you say, whenever you're ready.
Whenever I'm ready. Okay. Oh my God. Okay. I'm up.
He's stuck.
And hello, hi, how are you? Welcome back to BachMakers. We're in the middle of an episode, so we just want to do the intro again. But yeah, we just watched episode, what is that, episode 5 now? Episode 5 of
Yeah.
Joey's season, back-to-back episodes, doubleheader, lot to unpack. Michael isn't here as promised. For those of you who hate Michael, you're going to love the second half of this episode. We have a new co-host filling in. Grace is here in studio.
Yeah.
Helping us
hello,
out.
hello.
Happy to have you. Thank you for joining us.
Of course.
How's it feel being in the studio?
I'm nervous.
Yeah?
I'm sweating under the lights, but I'm excited. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah. I've been waiting for my big break.
This is it.
Yeah.
This is everyone uses BachMakers. We're like the SNL of Bachelor content. They
Right.
Just use this as like a stepping stone.
Right. And this is the first season of Bachelor I've ever watched.
Oh, really?
All the way. Like, I'm committing to watching all the way through.
Okay, that's actually a good perspective then.
Okay, good. It's so fresh.
Yes.
It's fresh perspective. Yeah. Okay.
I
So
like
I'm really excited to get a break on the
Sweet.
first season I commit to.
It's fun to just like commit about like be fully in on something that doesn't matter.
I'm completely hooked. Was hooked after the first episode.
Good.
Yeah.
Good to know. All right. Team updates. A little different than what you guys just saw. Bailey's Babes still in the lead with 72 points. I briefly took the lead, and I want to hang the banner. I had the lead for a little bit, which was awesome. It lasted about 5 minutes of real time, but I had a brief lead over Bailey's Babes. First time he's given up the lead, but he now has 5 women remaining. He's still doing really solid. It's going to take a miracle, I think, Lizi. I really do think this might be it. It might be over. I don't know.
Whoa.
I think it's
Never
over.
say never.
I'm down by 10, so I have 62 points. I'll address my team first. Michael can talk about his team next week because they're all still alive, of course.
Of course. Typical.
Obviously, I'm wearing my Autumn is Coming shirt. I promised to stop yelling Autumn is Coming for many reasons. But I didn't know it was going to come to an end so soon. It's very sad, very bittersweet moment for me. She was my captain, first overall pick for me, second overall pick in the league. I said it before. She's a good captain. She picked her spots. She let the others shine. That's what you want out of a good veteran presence. I'm upset, but I'm telling myself, don't cry because it's over. Smile because it happened. I still have a lot of faith in the rest of my team. Oh, Sydney's still up there. See ya.
I saw that when I walked in. I was like, ooh.
Wait, so Wyatt, how many do you have left? 2?
I just have 2. I have Jen and Kelsey A.
Solid people
2
to have
solid,
left, though.
but
They are solid.
the fact that I have the least amount left out of the 3 teams.
After you're the one that started with all of yours remaining after night 1.
I did.
Okay, but if I'm looking at Michael's right now, like I know at least 3 of those girls will not.
Circles is gone. There's no way Circles sticks around.
Circles I don't know. Circles is promising. Like she just keeps coming back.
I just feel like they have yet to make a connection.
Yeah,
like it's very like surface conversations they have. Yeah,
but they just stick around, and it's annoying. It's like a.
And Maria and Leah, like, should we even get started on them right now?
We'll get there.
Okay,
we'll do a full episode recap. Lizi, let me see. Anyone else from my team? Sydney, you'll be missed on our team. Sorry that you're gone. And then I didn't lose anyone else this week, just those 2, I believe. So Jen and Kelsey, let's finish strong. Lizi, what do you have to say about your team?
Well, I mean, I survived again.
You're just surviving.
And, I'm surviving, but my girls are showing up.
Oh, you have good girls. I just looked at your team.
Yeah.
My girls are showing up because I had my one-on-ones back-to-back nights.
That's awesome.
The one-on-ones are huge
awesome.
because you get the 4-point rows, you get a ton of kisses, and they usually read the date card for the next date because they're not going on it because they just won the one-on-one. It's a lot of points. One-on-ones are huge.
Yeah. And the fact that I've had them back-to-back and my girls are strong, they're solid. I really don't think I have anything to worry about until a couple weeks from now.
Well, I think you do have to worry a little bit about being down 24 points. I wouldn't say you're smooth sailing right now, Liz. You're a little too confident.
The mentality. I was so with the. I was like, I'm Lizi for president.
I am not worried. You guys
should be. You should be a little worried.
Don't be worried.
It's fine.
Good things come to those who wait. That's a quote.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
We'll see. You have the strongest team left, I would say, but you are down tremendously in the rankings.
Yeah, but I don't know. I feel like it'll pick up, especially now that you only have 2 people on your team, and
Okay.
Michael's gonna lose
let's keep talking about that. Yeah,
Twist the knife.
And then
how does it feel to be on the
I don't
opposite
like.
end?
We talked a lot. Lizi lost. What'd you lose? 6 girls night 1 or 5, something
I lost
like
5
that.
night. No, 4 night 1.
And then like the next week you lost. You were down to these 3 quick.
Yeah.
And we talked. This is karma. We talked a lot of shit.
It is karma.
Sorry, Lizi. I stand
Okay.
by it, but whatever. And then we have the undrafted team, which is completely dead. They're gone. Edwina and Madina are gone. We don't have to. The punishment for an undrafted winning it all was we had to wear shirts with their face on and just say I'm sorry for the entire season, for next season.
Oh.
So we're gonna have to do that.
Okay.
So thank goodness we weren't worried, but still, it's nice to know that can't possibly happen. All right. Let's go straight into Joey's Jawn. Joey's Jawn of the week. Michael likes to take the reins here. You want to go first?
Yeah, no, sure, I can take the reins.
As our sitting in for Michael.
So I was told this is somewhat of an MVP of the episode. Okay. I felt like personally, Rachel was an MVP for me today. Thought she stayed in her own lane. She didn't really get caught up in the drama. She was really fun on the date. Like her and Joey it seemed like a genuine time. Like they were really enjoying each other. And she opened up, but it wasn't like too much. Like it wasn't too much on the first one-on-one where she was like unloading trauma onto him, you know? Like I felt like it was pretty natural. She's just cute. I like her. She seems real. She's natural. I liked her. So I would say she was my MVP probably.
She's funny. Every time she's on screen.
She is funny.
She's very funny.
Yeah.
She was I remember her from the wedding date when she gave like her little speech.
Oh yeah.
And she was playful, mean to the other girls in like a playful way, and she was really funny. I like Rachel a lot.
I just think she's consistent. She's reliable. Like every time she comes on, I'm like, yeah, okay, she's cool.
For some reason, I felt like her one-on-one could have gone in a very bad direction, and she could have. There was a small part of me that thought she might be sent home because I think
Did it really.
For some reason, I thought we're gonna get a one-on-one where someone goes home. Bold prediction. I think it's gonna be circles. I think Kelsey T is gonna get a one-on-one very soon. I think she's not gonna get a rose.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
Which
I can see it.
I'll talk about circles a little later on because I think she had her most airtime this episode. So there's a little bit to break down there.
Yeah.
My Joey's Jawn. I'm between 2 of Wise gals. So
Does it have to be someone from your own team?
No.
Okay.
But it was going to be Kelsey. I'll be transparent. It was going to be Kelsey. I think she had the strongest performance out of anyone on my team. I think her one-on-one was great. I almost got the first tear of the season out of me when she was talking about her mom.
I cried.
But out of respect for my captain, and this is the last time I'll be able to do this, I'm going to give my Joey's Jawn to Autumn as well. Autumn is coming. And I would like to respectfully ask for a moment of silence once again. So if you guys can just bow your heads real quick. Thank you. Awesome. Thank you. You see how easy a moment of silence is when Michael's not here to just fuck it up? It's so easy.
Well, if I had known that was my role, I would have said something.
I had to do like 4 different moment of
respectful.
silences last time with Michael. I appreciate that. But yeah, shout out Autumn. You will be missed. Oh, captain, my captain.
Autumn came. Autumn went.
Autumn came. I think I'm gonna pass captainship on to Jen. Jen's my new captain. I think Jen's gonna take the lead. But it could go back and forth, either of them.
Fair enough.
No, I think that's a good call.
That's my Jawn of the week.
I think my Jawn has to be. I'm gonna go ahead and say my Jawn of the week is also Rachel.
Yeah.
Okay.
But like that's just coming from a Team Lizi
coach,
right?
Yeah.
A little biased, just a little.
I mean, just a little bit.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I do agree that she had the strongest like presence in this episode.
Yeah.
I think
She's one of the few people who, when she's on a date with Joey, I think she's in control.
Oh yeah.
Like it feels like she keeps Joey on his toes, like Maria does.
I just felt like I was watching an actual date.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't just watching like, okay, they're putting 2 people in a room together and they have to talk for like they were like felt like they were dating.
I think they have this similar sense of humor too.
Yeah, yeah.
So I think that works.
It wasn't like the Ave Maria just casually coming from the rafters yesterday.
I mean, whoa, that was crazy.
I'm like, okay.
All right, cringe of the week or cringe of this episode, because I guess we have 2 this week. I had a few. The one I'm gonna go with a quote. It was a quote from Leia.
Oh my god, it's gonna be what I have.
Is it the same one?
There
There was a few. Leia just
No, she was I mean, so much ammo. She gave us so much ammo.
She's a completely different person than she was episode 1.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I disagree with that.
Really?
Because as soon as she threw the card in the fire, I was like, this girl's bad news.
Really?
Yes, I thought that was weird. I felt like she felt like she had a leg up on the other girls because she was like, because didn't she know Joey before?
Yeah.
Or she had met him or something.
Yeah.
I felt like she had a leg up on the other girls, and that was her way of trying to like win over the girls. Like, I just don't think you're going on the show to be friends with all the girls. Like, personally, if I was in her shoes, I would have kept the card. And some of the other girls were like, good on her. I would have thrown away that card. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, would I have felt bad for using it? Yeah, probably. But at the same time, like, you're basically handed a bye.
Yeah.
It's like a pass. Like, why? I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
I just thought that was sketchy. I felt like she was trying too hard to be a girl's girl. And I don't think she is one.
Interesting take. I liked her at first. I didn't see this like complete turnover to villain mode happening. It happened quick,
fast.
Really quick. She went Princess Leia, Darth Leia.
Darth Leia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got to keep the Star Wars stuff going.
Right.
But the quote I want to go with, it might be the same as yours.
Oh my gosh. It's
is when she said, "My heart is in my ass."
Yes, I wrote it in my notes.
My heart is in my ass. I don't know.
What is that?
I don't know.
I've never heard that
I
before in my
want that
life.
on a t-shirt.
I don't ever want to hear that again.
I'll
You want it on
probably
a
put it on a
t-shirt?
t-shirt. My heart is in my ass.
And it was like the pause. My heart is in my ass. I was like, what? Who?
What are you talking about?
Yeah, that was crazy.
She was on a different level. But yeah, that's that was the same as you.
That was the same as me. I had a couple from her,
Yeah.
but they were all from her.
Lizi, what you got?
I had one from her. I don't remember it completely, but it was right before the rose ceremony where she was sitting there and she was like, well, like we had to show up, and was like, yeah, my earrings.
Oh, peep the nails. Peep the dress. Yeah, peep the hair. Peep the earring.
Oh my God, no.
She was like,
It was so bad.
was that the one when she was like,
Peep
peep the
the
nails,
hair.
peep
Yeah,
the
like,
hair,
peep the hair.
the dress,
Keep the nails.
Which
Yeah.
peep the hair, she's worn her hair like that for the past 5 dates. Like in a bun with one piece coming across her face. I was like, peep the hair. We've been peeping the hair. What was that?
That's the kind of insight we don't get when we have Michael here.
Like,
Michael
was just-
would have never noticed that.
But yeah,
It was just
that was a
so-
good quote, Lizzie. That was
Like why did
It's hard to
they
watch.
do that?
Yeah.
Like just have her sit down. She's like,
yeah, that's bad on the producers
The
throwing that
hair.
in there. Like that was tough. That was tough.
And it was just like a couple seconds in between each one, and it's like, okay, when are you gonna be done? Like, you
Right.
get it?
Yeah.
I literally thought, how many times is she gonna say peep?
Outfit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was nuts. All right. Before we get into the full episode recap, I do want to address something from the previous half of this episode. I just put out a clip earlier today about about Sydney, who obviously is getting a lot of heat online right now, and she's talked about it, getting death threats and stuff. So I put out a very harmless clip, and I was like, "Hey guys, maybe don't send death threats to people. That'd be cool."
Not too much to ask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently, that's too much to ask. Because half the comments are saying, listen, I know the death threats are probably too far, but I was like, there shouldn't be a but. I don't care.
That's crazy.
all the captions or all the comments are saying like, listen, she's kind of asking for it. I'm like, hold up. What?
I mean,
this is a TV
like,
show.
do you care that much? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's a TV show. I don't know. I just think that's a little overboard.
It's crazy.
It's
It's absolutely great. I'm like arguing with these people on comment, like in the comments. They're like,
User
oh,
5678.
yeah. And I'm like, maybe we shouldn't send death threats. And they're like, maybe we should. And I was like, wow, I didn't realize people like that actually existed. You guys aren't
spending too much time on our hands.
Can we talk about that comment from that one guy that he just said, you should leave the show for the women to discuss? I
Yeah.
like what they have to say better.
I don't honestly.
What? Someone
honestly,
said that?
Yes.
I don't
I would have just mic drop. I would have commented a microphone under that and been like,
I don't
respect.
disagree with him. I mean, we offer a different angle than the women do.
That's hilarious.
Which
That's
that
really
comment
funny.
did make me laugh. I forget what I commented. I replied.
You said Cam's not for the boys.
Yeah, I said he's not for the boys. Yeah. That was a good comment. Shout out to Cam. Appreciate that. Thanks for the engagement.
That's funny.
All right, let's hop into it. We got 2 rose ceremonies this week or this episode. So first one, no surprises. Allison, the younger sister, and Edwina go home. I was a little sad to see Edwina go because I liked her energy, but it was gonna happen.
I kind of liked Allison.
She's had 0 airtime.
That's what I'm saying. Like, she was just really in the background. Like, I just felt like she was kind of an underdog. Like, she was sneaky. And I also did want her to stay, which was pretty unrealistic. I wanted her to stay till hometown just so we could see the other sister.
Yeah, that dream's dead, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't think it was going to happen, but.
I don't think she said a word once her sister left, to be honest.
No, and she looked a little bit like a character in Coco, the Disney movie. Yeah. Like, she a little bit pale, a little bit structured face.
She was just there.
Pretty. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, yeah.
Very pretty. She was just there. But
Michael thinks she looks like what, Megan Fox?
She does look like Megan Fox.
Yeah.
He keeps saying that. I don't think I ever saw it, but I just kind of nodded.
I could see.
I see it like
I see it a little bit.
Like Megan Fox from Wish.
Okay. Yeah, like Walmart Megan Fox.
Oh, yeah.
I can get behind that. All right. So Allison, Edwina go home. R.I.P. Well, you will be missed. And then the ladies and Joey go to Spain, which I like how they do the little Indiana Jones map. They like zoom out and show the airplane flying across.
Yeah.
That's always cool. A few things about Joey here. We mentioned this earlier in the episode yesterday with Michael. We pointed out he doesn't drink wine. But then in the intro package, because you're in Europe, Michael said, like, you're in Europe, dude, drink wine.
Yeah,
but he's having beer at all these cocktail parties. And then in the intro package to Spain, he's like, oh, I love wine. So I'll like, we're in like wine country or something like that.
Spain's known for its beauty. I think it's one of those places that as soon as you get down these streets and you look around, it just has a different feel to it. It's known for its wine. I love me some wine.
And then every date he's been drinking beer. And he was just lying.
Do you think he's allergic?
You could be allergic to wine?
You could be allergic to wine, like grapes or whatever they use to
ferment. You could be allergic to anything. Well, I feel like it's...
I mean, I just think he prefers beer.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty simple. But I think maybe he was saying, we're in wine country, I'm excited, or whatever he was saying, because they told him to say that because they're yeah. And that's all the girls were drinking.
Yeah. I do want to say another thing about Joey is he's getting very loose with the buttons on his butt. He went.
I'm not.
He was
mad.
Like 3 down.
I'm also not mad.
It was one at one point. I think he was walking up the stairs somewhere, and I literally think he maybe had one button buttoned.
It was crazy.
And his shirt was like uneven and blowing away, and I was like, just take it off.
It was just Fabio just walking into the room. I was like, all right, dude, we get it. Cool. All tennis coaches are hot. We get it. It's a fact.
Right. Yeah.
It's a fact of life.
Right.
No, for sure.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, very loose with the buttons. And then he meets all the girls as they're having like brunch and just picks Kelsey and said, "Hey, you're coming with me
on my Vespa." That was cool.
Yeah.
When I hop on my Vespa with me, I was like, oh, "There's nothing you could say." Yeah. Yes, I would love to.
It's like, Joey, if you insist.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, Kelsey, do you want to go? No, do you want to hop on my Vespa?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah. He looked way more comfortable on that than he did on the motorcycle.
I will say though, like I did slightly get the ick when he rolled up in the helmet, which I know is
the helmet. The helmet is so funny.
Which is such a safety thing. Like and you probably have to wear it, you know. But no, as soon as he came in the frame, I was like, I had to turn away. I was like, oh, okay.
It's the same as when he came on the motorcycle. He looked terrified, and he's just like holding on for dear life.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But yeah, so they have the one-on-one with Kelsey, which added a new layer of the steps of falling in love on this show. So usually it's I'm falling for you, I'm falling in love with you, I love you, and then like we're engaged. She added another one. She said, I'm not falling, but I'm tripping. In love. Tripping. Like I don't even know what that means, but adding a new level to it. But
I'm not falling, you know, but I'm like tripping. Like I'm starting to trip.
I can understand that.
Like she's not like full on falling.
She's like,
just
I'm
I tripped. Ah.
stumbling.
I
I
think
might be falling in love.
I think we're extending the metaphor too far. I think it just ends with falling.
I mean, yeah. I don't disagree with you, but I thought it was kind of cute.
So what would be like the step right before that? Like, I like you, and if you like
thinking
someone,
about
or are you
walking.
tripping? Yeah.
A light jog.
Yeah, I don't know, actually.
And tripping makes it seem like she's like
Accidental.
accidental. She doesn't want it to
Yeah.
happen. She's like, oh fuck.
I mean, maybe that's how she was feeling.
I accidentally fell in love with you, and now I'm stuck here.
Accidentally in love.
There
Cue
you
the
go.
Shrek theme song.
Counting
Yeah.
crows.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought that was sweet. I think it was. I think she wanted to say, "I'm falling in love with you," but thought it was too early, and so she kind of was like, "I'm tripping."
You can tell the girls that are worried about saying it too early are the ones who are gonna last. It's the ones who are jumping, like Jess, saying, "Listen, we haven't talked in a while, but I am falling in love with you."
Right, that was crazy.
Yeah. So those are the girls who are like, "Please,
Yeah.
just let me stick around for a little."
Or
bit
like the
longer."
girls that will like say it in their like separate interviews.
Mhm.
And they're like, I really, whatever. I think I'm falling for my strong feelings for him. But then, like, when they're with him, they're like, I think it's going really well. Like, they're pretty, like, casual. I'm like, yeah, I like that.
100%.
I like that. Don't give away too much too soon.
Yeah. The rest of that date, Kelsey opens up about her mom. Very sad story. That
So
it
sad.
got me.
I
It got
I
me.
cried.
It was there. Yep. That was the moment. Every one-on-one. Jen's the only one to have a one-on-one where it's just good vibes the whole time. Like, it was just happy.
I liked their one-on-one too because, like, they were joking around.
Mhm.
I feel like a lot of the times it's, and maybe this is Joey because he asked them questions about themselves and he wants to get to know them more. But it's a lot of like the girls unloading or them telling them about, like, no one asked Joey questions about himself. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
That's a good point. We
I
don't
know.
know
Who
much
does?
about Joey.
But you know who does? Always ask him how he's doing, how he's feeling.
Are you gonna say Daisy?
I am gonna say Daisy.
Yeah, Slay. She does. But she's the only one.
But she's in coach mode though. I've talked about this on the show. The one who goes coach mode almost never wins. I don't have the stats to back it up, but it feels like the person who is like supporting them on the journey, like, hey, how are you handling everything? Are you doing okay? Always seems to be the one who's broken up with.
It seems like they're just like trying to play a different angle.
Yeah.
But at the same time,
I'm trying to think of a name, like a title. Like,
let's just say, like, can I pose this on you then?
Of course, you can always.
I'm still kind of like a newer watcher as well.
Yeah.
But I know that Joey has been a different male lead than we've had in the past.
True.
Okay.
So do you think that, like, it's because, like, he's kind of different that Daisy's like, oh, I can still do this and know that, like, it's actually coming from a genuine spot. Like, I just want to get to know how he's feeling.
Maybe. So here's my thing with Joey. And I can't explain why. Because with Gary, I'm just comparing it to like the last season, most recent season with the Golden Bachelor. With Gary, he was very like comforting and made sure everyone was okay, to the point where you knew he was almost like love bombing all of these women.
Oh.
Joey does a good job of being there, being supportive, but also not like overwhelming them and making every girl feel like they're the one.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a clear difference on who he's actually interested in.
I think he's very careful with his wording.
Yes.
When he talks to him, which
Yes, he
I
is.
like. Yeah.
He's good.
But I also think Daisy, like, because she got the chance to open up to him so early on, because their one-on-one was that second episode?
Yes.
Yeah, she had the first one-on-one.
Yeah, then I feel like now
Sick
she's
flex.
like can talk about other things, and then they can actually like get to know each other. Like, I feel like every girl leading up to her one-on-one is like, I have so much in my life Joey doesn't know about.
Yeah,
and
like I need to get it out.
I need to
'cause
get it
I
out. So
might
that's
not
like
get
all they
another
think
one.
about, and then they have the one-on-one, they say it, and then like afterward it either goes well or it doesn't. Like every interaction they have afterward is like, okay, now they vibe, or like that's all they really had to talk about.
Yeah.
So I feel like Daisy, since she did it so early on, she was like, all right, now we're kind of vibing.
Yeah. It is interesting. We don't usually, they use this season to let us know more about the lead, and we don't really get to know much about Joey. So
Mm-mm.
hopefully these next couple episodes we get some backstory, build the lore of Joey. Grezid, is it whatever his last name is?
Great pronunciation.
Yeah, wait, do you know how? Does anyone know how to pronounce it for real?
Graziati. No, I think it's wrong, but we just say it super Italian.
Yeah, I love that. Love that. From a fellow Italian.
Yeah.
Or
Joey
something.
G.
Joey
Joe
G.
G. There. Oh, that's even more.
Joey
Joey.
G.
Yeah. I do want to talk about circles for a second. She was getting a little upset during Kelsey's one-on-one. They would cut back to Kelsey. Other Kelsey, it was like a Kelsey off. And not like the Super Bowl last year, but different type of Kelsey off.
Nice.
Bang!
Nice.
Bang!
Pull back.
Another
Pull
sports
together.
reference.
Another sports reference for the show. We got to meet our quota. But so Kelsey T, the actor or actress, I think they've tried to get rid of like the actress. And just,
Have
like,
they? I keep
calling
seeing
everyone
actor.
actor. But
Interesting.
I want to put on the record, she is either in love with Joey or she's going to win an Oscar one day. Because she's put on a hell of a performance, got the tears, but she's keeping it together. She's also like giving motivational speeches to the women, saying like, "Don't worry about it, drop the drama." I think she's building up her resume, her acting resume.
Okay.
We're gonna see her. We're gonna see her in a flick 5 years from now.
This is her audition tape for.
Yeah, this is her
some
first.
things in
This
the
is her
future.
highest paying gig
Oh no, it
as an
probably
actress.
is. Yeah, it probably
actor.
is. Yeah, I like her. I don't have a problem with her. I just don't like. I don't know. I don't see her place. In the Bachelor house. You know, like I think she's great. She's super nice, so pretty. She's like not dramatic.
Mm-hmm.
But every time her and Joey talk, I'm like, I don't know. I don't see it. I don't see a spark.
Yeah.
I don't really see it either.
Yeah.
I think we're 1 week away from everyone left being like, "Oh, this is the real deal." So I think once we get rid of Caitlyn, Jess, and Kelsey, I'll say Michael's team. Once Caitlyn, Jess, and Kelsey are gone, I think then it's all right. We got a real deal here. Like this is, I don't know what's gonna happen because it feels like that's a tier of their own. Everyone else is a tier above.
I
Maybe
agree.
Leia. You're right. Leia's probably in that bottom tier. You got
Leia's-
that bottom tier of 4.
And I would hesitate to say Maria is as well.
He loves Maria.
I do think they vibe, but I just think she's causing too many problems. And I love Maria. Like I'm a fan of Maria, and I think the first whole Sydney situation she got dragged into. Like I think
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that it was all on her, but I just feel like it's kind of a red flag when all the girls don't like you.
Yeah.
When the girls like not that you don't have to get along with everyone and be best friends with them.
No.
But when a lot of girls cause problems with you, or just like there keeps being tiffs.
She's got her back against the wall the whole time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
was it? Who was it that said something and they were like, she's just an easy target?
Yes, I heard that too.
Oh,
Yeah, who said that?
I don't remember.
Because it
was
was like right. It was like right
It was
after
right for the
she
roast
came back.
ceremony.
Yeah, it was like right after.
Was
she
it
came
my
back.
Kelsey? Was it Kelsey A?
No.
Maybe no.
I don't know. But again, Maria's fighting for her life every episode from a different person. It's
Yeah,
insane.
she is.
She's just guns blazing. It's a showdown.
Yeah.
So I feel a little bad for her. 'Cause
No, I
she
do.
can't catch a break.
I do feel bad for her.
But that's a good point where if there's
And I do think they have chemistry. So I think
Yes.
if you take the drama away,
for
her and
sure.
Joey do definitely have chemistry.
Yeah. But again, there's something to be said for if all the girls don't like her, like where there's smoke, there's fire. There's something's happening there.
Yeah.
But then all right, we go on to the group date. Which group date was this? First one
The
was
painting date.
the painting date. Yeah. This was
Oh.
basically like Joey's stand-up routine. He was cracking one-liners
He was
left
funny.
and right. He was being funny, being goofy as hell. Which I appreciate. We get to see more of his personality.
We
Yeah.
love that for him.
Yeah.
What would your guys' quote be? Put you on the spot. If they had to paint a
Oh,
quote.
I was like, what are you talking about? Oh God.
I wrote down 2. That would be
Okay,
hilarious.
this would have been a good heads up.
Yeah, no, I just
Yeah,
thought
thank
about this
you.
as I was writing it.
Yeah, I didn't think about the quotes either.
I have 2 song lyrics that would be perfect. It'd be really funny to paint.
Song lyrics. Okay.
Oh, you mean like for us, like if we had to use
Yeah,
a
if you
quote?
were on this date and they were like, all right, you have to think of a quote and then paint it. Is that basically what it was? Am I misreading
Yeah,
what
no,
the date was?
it was like
But it was like,
write your feel like how you feel about Joey.
Yeah.
Like make
Yeah,
it
like
into
how you
one
feel like your
sentence.
relationship.
So it didn't have to be like a quote.
So
you
like my
knew.
first one, for example, quote, shoddy like a melody in my head. Or the Sean Kingston one where you can summarize it basically like this girl's so beautiful it makes me want to I can't say it on YouTube, but
Right. No, I like the first one way better.
yeah. Or
Because I
you
think
can go like
take out the shoddy.
no,
part.
but that's the lyric.
No, I get that it's the
You
lyric,
put it
but I
in
do think like
quotes.
because that's like the first stage of a crush. Like you just think about someone all the
Yeah.
time. Like
Yeah.
yeah. So how would you
Yeah.
paint that?
I would paint a woman with like her brain like open, and then it would be like songs.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah, I think
That's
it would
actually
work.
pretty good.
Yeah,
That's
the other
pretty good.
one wasn't love related at all. It was like more motivational. Vomit on his sweater already, mom spaghetti. That feels
He's
like an
nervous.
Yeah, exactly. Like I'm nervous around you, Joey.
Oh
and
yeah,
that-
see, I totally did not draw that line.
yeah. Well, it's a little bit of a stretch, but
Yeah.
it's artistic expression.
Yeah.
That would be easy to paint too. I think just
Yeah.
A tad bit vulgar compared to the
yeah,
other
maybe a little
paintings.
bit, but that's,
I honestly, I would have to think about the quote longer.
you can get back to us.
Yeah, let me.
I
let
would
me
too.
just-
I
let me
don't
just-
know.
That was another time too when Leia
Yes,
pissed me off.
I have a quote from Leia from
when
this.
she was like, "I'm an artsy gal" or whatever she said.
She said, and I quote, "I'm a woman of all the talents."
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna stand out because I am a woman of all the talents.
Which
Of all the
also-
talents. I
also
have all of
comment
them.
on that. When rewind back to the talent show. She was in the talent show. I don't even remember what she did, but she was talking about before how was it Edwina that sang in the talent show?
Which again, we're on the record, Edwina can't sing. We respect the balls for get up to can't sing.
Love it. Yeah, but agreed. But she, like Leia in her private interview said something like, I sing. I think she basically said I sing, or like I can sing or something like that. And I saw a TikTok video today of her that she had posted of her singing.
Is it bad?
I mean,
Put it on the
I
Edwina
hesitate
scale.
to say it was good.
On the Edwina scale, better or worse?
It was better than Edwina.
Okay.
But I wouldn't say bye-bye.
Did she post it?
She posted herself. And then
Okay,
the
I
other
need to
part
find
was
it.
at the beginning, like she started to sing, and then it was like she got something stuck in her throat, and she was like, excuse me, and then kept it going. Like at that point, restart. She was a one word into the song, just restart the video, you know?
Yeah.
But she kept going, and all of the comments were like, it was actually terrible. It was like, you're a mean girl.
Oh.
Like you bombed this episode, whatever.
Yeah,
but
guys.
but no one commented about the singing, which honestly, thank God for her sake, she had something to distract herself, because I don't think the comments about her singing. Yeah,
This one?
yes, she like bends over and starts coughing,
No.
and then
Wait,
she's like, I'm.
should I play it?
Kind of. Yeah, play it.
I hope you guys also think it's.
I can't keep up with your turning tables. To your thumb, I can't
Song choice too.
breathe.
Yeah, so that caught me a little bit.
Yeah,
off guard.
no. That's
So then
better than Edwina.
So then when she comes in today,
Maybe.
and she said,
I'll give her that.
I'm a woman of all the arts.
Of all the
Immediately I was like,
talents.
no, you're not.
She has all
Of
the
all
talents.
Of all the talents, I was like, no, you're not.
If there's a talent, I have it.
Yeah, that's a bold statement.
That's another T-shirt worthy quote. I'm a woman of all.
But
the
I will give her
talents.
this. I did like her painting.
Which one was hers?
It was the one. It was like the background was like rainbow almost, and it was like those hibiscus flowers and the roses.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
It actually was good.
Didn't she have some kind of jab at Maria during that too? Like Maria was like,
Oh.
she was like describing her painting.
Yes.
And she was like,
did she? I didn't catch
well,
that. if she
Maria's
did.
not the most artistic or
Yeah.
something like that.
Oh yeah.
She
And I
did
was like-
that. That was nuts. She also had one of the craziest jabs I've ever heard. So Jess ended up winning the group date, or like we say winning the group date, they get like 5 minutes to spend with each other.
I know what you're talking
afterwards.
We say winning.
Yeah.
And then we see how Joey was even looking when the lady announced that she won.
Was it? Did he? I
Was
didn't
it
even see.
crazy? Oh my gosh! Wait, whoa! I need to pay way more attention.
Thank you, ladies, for expressing yourself today. Jess, congratulations. I feel like Joey knows your heart and your message through your art.
Thank you.
Did he?
It's
Didn't
like, like how you said that you can tell. Like you can tell that Joey just cannot hide it. And he kind of was just like,
Yeah, and now I'm gonna go roll in paint.
he's like, oh yeah, for sure.
So he has no say in that.
I
Is it the
I think
artist
he has
lady?
a little say. That one seemed weird because he didn't even announce it. Because the
No.
artist
Yeah.
lady did. So that he might not have had a say there.
But he was just like
Classic Joey can't hide
a
his
classic
feelings.
Joey.
But Leia, while Jess was doing that, Leia said this about Jess, and I quote, I wrote this down. She will never end up with him, but one can be delusional.
She will never end up with him, but one can be delusional.
She said that.
She said that's a direct
She did
quote.
say that.
It's a
She did say that.
crazy
Wait.
thing to say.
When did I? How did I miss that?
It almost cut. She said the first part is that she will never end up with him, and it cut away, and it finished the line. But one can be delusional. I was like, holy shit, Leia.
She also said something
side.
so undermining about Jess's painting because Jess did the rings and the like sparkles or whatever, and she said something like, "Yeah, Jess painted an engagement ring. It was cute."
She made the face, and then she did like.
Chosen to be the winner today. I mean, Jess drew an engagement ring as her piece of art. It was cute. Yeah.
It was cute. I was like, "Oh, I would have hit that girl. Boom! I would have hit her if I heard that."
You see that? That's. Let's add that to the list of things Wyatt can't say on this show.
Right? Yeah. Maybe we can.
Yeah,
you
Wyatt
definitely
can't say
can
that.
I
You can say it.
How true. Let's go.
Personally, I love Leia and always have, but
Right,
you-
me
you
too.
talk-
Me
yeah,
too.
Yeah.
Honestly, love her.
No, yeah, for sure.
Want to be her.
All right, night portion of that date. Only highlight I really have is Maria. This is Maria just really opened up and was not like fun antagonistic Maria. It was more like serious.
Oh,
That's how-
this is right before the rose ceremony.
yeah.
Yeah.
Or this is before. So Maria gets the group date rose.
Yes. Yes.
She opens up about like an accident that happened when she was 1, which I was like loosely paying attention. I was jotting something down, and then I look up and like heard like broke every bone in my body.
Yeah.
or something. I
Whoa,
like,
that was a crazy
"Whoa."
story. That was really sad, actually.
Yeah, that was insane. But it was cool to see Maria not be serious, but I guess be serious for a little bit and like just genuinely talk to
Also,
Joey.
the way that she was saying that, like it was still in her loud, sort of like out there voice. Like that's just, I realized that, and I was like, oh, that's just like her natural.
Yeah.
Like she's not like trying to put on a show and she's talking like that. That's just like her normal voice.
Yeah.
But no, I think that was cool to see her open up like that.
Yeah, and then Maria gets the rose there, which people were upset about, but
I was slightly surprised, but I wasn't upset about it. But I was just like,
Yeah.
a little. I'm actually, maybe I wasn't surprised because he tends to give the rose to the girl who opens up to him.
yeah, it's like, all right, you told the coolest story.
Right.
Here
Right.
you go.
But I think it's because like he actually saw that like she was more than just like the fun, goofy side.
Yeah,
Yeah, I agree.
he loves Maria. He
does
is
like
in love with
Maria.
Maria,
Oh, for sure.
and it's going to be very interesting how this plays out, because I think if
I
Go
didn't
ahead.
mean to interrupt
No,
you.
go.
I think Maria's not going to win. I think she's going to be the Bachelorette.
Okay, so that's what we were talking about.
Okay.
Is
Like I just thought that last episode. I'm like, oh, she's totally going to be the Bachelorette.
we think the producers are terrified to make her the Bachelorette because she's so much of a wild card. She's like
She's
a
wild card.
reckless, but so was Hannah Brown, and that worked out great. It's probably the best.
So was
Bachelor-
Gabby.
Yeah, but they paired Gabby with Rachel, who was more straight and narrow.
Like if we would have had a
Double
Gabby
meaning
solo
there.
season. Yeah.
Nice. That's for our yeah, whatever. Keep
Big
going.
brains. But no, I feel like if we would have had like a Gabby solo season, it would be kind of like a Maria solo season.
Yes. Yeah, 100%. I like that. I wanted a Gabby solo season. I was rooting
same.
for that. So we'll see. I think that list of who could potentially be the Bachelorette on this season is still 2. I think it's Daisy or Maria. I don't see anyone else.
I
who
just
could.
don't see Daisy being the Bachelorette.
I think she
either.
could if she doesn't win.
No, I think they would offer it to her. I don't even
Yeah.
know how it happens, but
But
like
yeah.
I think that she could. I just don't see her doing it.
I don't
Yeah.
see her accepting it.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I think she would be a phenomenal. I think they would be very different Bachelorettes. I think Daisy would be a very like traditional. I think she'd be very similar to how Charity handled it. Charity was
Yeah.
good. Maria would just be entertaining.
It would be a fun season to
So
watch.
fun.
Yeah, it'd be a fun season to watch.
Uh,
I would be curious to see the guys. Like
Yeah.
what group of guys come on. for
And how
Maria.
old is Maria again? She's
She's
29. That could be a
29.
fun group. Like
I also think Jen
Jen
has a
would be
lot of
young
potential
though.
for Bachelorette.
That's a young bachelor. And then all the guys.
Oh,
would
so I
scream
don't
it.
know the age range. Is that she's what 20?
She's 25.
Is that really
Usually
young?
the Bachelorette I feel like is like 27 at the youngest.
Okay. Okay.
And like 27 to 30 is usually
Okay.
the range.
All right.
Yeah.
So we'll see. All right, moving on. We have Rachel's date, the dancing date, where Joey had to wear his boots and look a little goofy. We've talked a lot about Rachel already, so we can kind of breeze through this one. They do the
Cute
dance
date,
thing.
fun. Yeah, that was fun.
One thing I will note, if we go back and watch it, when they're learning the dances, Joey does not break eye contact with the instructor. he's watching so intently.
Joey's eye contact with everyone,
It's crazy.
It's a little off-putting.
Yeah, it's like, oh, dude.
I can't almost.
I'm like, wait, you staring at me?
Yeah.
Like I like eye contact, but I don't know. I mean, I'd have to look away every now and then.
Yeah.
I have to be like, whoa.
That dude can.
No, but you got to
stay
give him
there.
credit for the eye contact with the instructor. He was locked in the learning.
Yeah. But he had the same motorcycle look. He looked.
He
a little
said
scared.
flamenco or bust.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He locked in, and they kind of killed it. But he was.
He was like, "Why are they making me do this on television?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did kind of kill it though.
Yeah. Well done.
Rachel definitely killed it. Did she know?
Yeah,
how
she
to dance
looked.
before?
She looked like a dancer. She was moving.
She walked down that outfit. I'm like, she's worn that before.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Anything else from that date? I feel like that was pretty straightforward. I don't remember much about what happened for the night portion. What did she
opened
talk
up a little
about?
bit about nursing and
Yes,
how,
nursing.
yeah,
Nursing.
how she was like,
Which shout out to our ICU nurses.
amazing work you're doing. Not everyone could, but she just was like, I've like had people I've dated that have struggled with my career, basically.
Gotcha.
Because of like long hours, and they're like, you don't understand that like this.
Sorry,
is my
honey,
job.
I'm saving lives.
Yeah, that's tough.
Let me just let a few more people
die
die so we can go grab dinner.
Right.
Wait, sorry, let me go do two 12-hour shifts back to back. No big deal.
And free up my
Yeah.
weekend for you.
Yeah, sorry, you're doing your little podcast. Another point I want to make before we get into the cocktail party and the final rose ceremony. Jesse, we forget sometimes how great of a job he has because he just travels the world, plays tennis with Joey, and then
is this
he's the host.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just plays tennis
He's
with Joey.
funny. I
He's
like him.
awesome.
Yeah.
He's so good in this role. People are
I was
still
dying
mad
at
about
the
Chris
last episode
Harrison,
when
but
he was like on the floaty eating the Kentucky
Yeah.
Fried Chicken. He's like, why do I have to say it's the last rose?
Yeah.
I'm like, this is true.
the,
Why do you have
the
to say that?
editing team producers are kind of in their bag this season too.
Yeah.
They're self-aware, which is all we've ever asked. Be self-aware, understand like this is a dumb show at its core. Just if you think about it, don't think about it too hard. But yeah, Jesse lives the dream job. He's awesome. I still stand I could kick Joey's ass in tennis. I saw his backhand for the first time today. I'm attacking that. I'm sorry. Forehand, like he's a lefty too. I'm attacking that backhand all day. So
Hey, please do not attack lefties.
I'm attacking his backhand.
Lefties live
forehand
longer, don't
forehand
they?
to backhand, little cross court action. He's done. He's
Mm,
done.
mm.
Sorry, Joey. So whenever you want to play, you have 24 hours to respond, or whenever you want.
Whoa.
I've given him 24 hours, three different
Oh, okay,
times.
okay.
I always give him 24 hours to respond, or whenever.
It's your third and last chance.
Yeah.
Take it or leave it.
This is your fourth time. You have 24 hours.
You will
to
never get this opportunity again,
respond.
except for next week.
So yeah, whenever you want.
And the
Joey.
week after that.
Let's
The
play.
week after that.
Let's play, Joey. Let's do it. I know he's dodging me. All right, cocktail party. This is when Leia starts joining the dark side.
Shit hits the fan.
Leia's
Can I
officially on
say
the dark
that?
side, and then Jess gets taken by the Force into the dark side as well.
Jess was toddling on the line.
She was kind of giving the same behavior as she did the first night.
Yeah.
She resorted back to her roots.
Yeah.
She was like, I'm gonna lay low for a bit, but I think I'm gonna come back.
Yeah.
She did drop the line, Lizi, you know where I'm going with this. This ran Paradise when she basically screamed, "It's giving disrespect."
Ooh.
It's giving disrespect.
Yeah, that was tough.
That's all they did on Paradise this last season.
Oh, really?
It's giving. They would use it to just describe things. They were like, "It's giving sunset."
It's giving love.
It's giving relationship.
I just hate that.
It's
I
giving
absolutely
Aaron
hate
B asked me to be his girlfriend. That's a direct quote.
It's
Kylie
giving.
said, or not Kylie.
I
Like,
think
at
I'm
that
falling
point,
in love
at that
with
point,
you.
it had to be an inside joke.
They just kept doing it, and I think it's where like enough people are saying it and they live together, so it's just like your vernacular. You start talking like the people around you.
100%.
But it got so out of control. It was ridiculous.
No,
And
when she said that tonight, I was like,
I had like PTSD when I heard that. I was like seeing Eliza in my nightmares. Like, it's giving Aaron B and me are dating. I was like, shut up.
In all caps, it's giving is coming back.
I literally sent that in our group chat. I said it's back. It's a pandemic. They also, one of my favorite moments in recent show history, they had a grow up off. Where they were like, you grow up. You grow up.
I'm not giving you my time.
Grow up. Grow up.
You need to grow the up, bitch.
I love when people say
You
grow up.
up. And that's my
It's my
go-to
favorite.
line. I love telling
What
people to grow
if
up.
someone says it back to me? I'm just like, God,
Grow
yeah, you're right.
And it comes from one of the greatest internet videos of all time. She wore a crown and she came down in a bubble, Doug. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Her sister was a witch.
Oh, yeah,
And what was her sister? A princess. The Wicked Witch of the East, bro. You're going to look at me and you're going to tell me that I'm wrong?
Wow.
Am I wrong? She wore a crown and she came down in a bubble, Doug. Grow up.
Okay, so I do know what you're
Grow
talking about, but
up.
not that well.
Get educated. Yeah, I know it.
Yeah,
will. That's my favorite
grow
thing.
up.
Yeah, it's my favorite thing in the world. I love that video. So I love a good grow up off. You grow up. No, you grow up. That was awesome. Love to see that.
That was awesome.
But then we head into the rose ceremony. The rose ceremony of death for my team, my captain. Madina going home, I think not shocking. While we will miss her.
I just don't think she had time to talk to Joey.
Yeah. I liked her personality a lot.
Yeah,
She was by far the most mature person in the house.
Oh, for sure.
She handled everything. If there's like a playbook of how to handle drama in the house, she executed it. While she was still the root of it all, somehow she handled it perfectly. So shout out to Madina. And then Autumn.
Oh, we're missing the part after the rose ceremony, or like in between, where Jess was like, I can't do this anymore, and like started crying and stormed off, and Leia joined her.
Oh yeah,
that was a team being formed.
Yeah,
that was a team being formed.
Forces.
They say, hey, we both
gas on the fire, right?
We both aren't winning this season. Let's cause some shit so we can go to paradise.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
No, that was crazy. And when Leah was like, don't waste your breath on her. Don't waste your energy. Save your energy. Don't waste it on Maria.
Save your energy for what? You're going home, girl.
I was like, oh, headache.
Like, he's in love with Maria. You guys are going to struggle here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what he sees in her.
Yeah. So we're like, what do you mean? He's in love with her. First of all, yeah,
like,
she's
he's
gorgeous.
So serious right now.
He is gorgeous.
Yeah. But then, yeah, Madina and Autumn go home. And yeah, we're in the thick of things. And we're going to Canada next week, which... weird destination.
Meticulously planned, I think.
Yeah.
Maria's hometown?
Because of Maria.
Yeah. But Maria's from Ontario, which I'm not a geographist.
Yeah, tomato, right?
But Canada's pretty big.
Yeah, right.
It could be like,
I think it's on the opposite
You're right.
side.
Yeah, it could be like California, New York.
I think Montreal.
Okay, United States, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Same thing.
It's still.
Yeah.
You're definitely going to get a ton of Maria showing him how to be Canadian.
Comments.
She's gonna start.
100%.
Her accent's gonna sneak in a little bit. She's gonna be like, "Sorry."
You're exactly right.
Yeah.
You're exactly right.
You know, she does kind of seem like a not traditional Canadian, or like how they're painted.
Yeah, maybe
which I kind of love.
Maybe because her dad's the coolest.
Wait, so how would you say Canadians are typically painted?
Super nice.
Oh,
and
sorry.
Apologetic. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Oh, sorry. Like doesn't want to couldn't hurt a fly. Where Maria's like, I will trample down anyone who's in my way in the best
She's
way
like,
possible.
I don't give a shit.
Okay. Okay.
Are we tinfoil hat here? Conspiracy theory. Is she even Canadian? What if she's lying? Because she's the least Canadian I've ever seen in my life.
You're so right.
She might not be Canadian. And her dad.
Maybe she just lives there right now.
I want to shout out her dad once again. Friend of the program. He likes
huge
to
friend of the program.
Is he?
Yeah, he likes to shout out to Maria's dad. I forget his name. Great dude, coolest dude alive.
That's so cool.
You're kind of my hero, and I love you. Yeah.
Whoa,
so
yeah.
stand by that.
Yeah.
But
Joey's dad. Or
Huh?
not Joey's dad. I said Joey's dad.
Joey's sister, friend of the program. We can shout her out.
Yeah.
I saw a TikTok she made when she was like, "I'm gonna expose the end of the show," and I was like, "That was funny."
Yeah. She's funny. They're funny together.
Yeah.
I meant to say Maria's dad.
Yeah.
For Golden Bachelor.
Oh, I'm in. All right. Anything else we want to get off our chest for this episode before we do Twofers and get out of here?
I don't think so.
I think I'm good.
No,
Good.
I'm in the clear.
All right. Twofers. One person who we think's going home. One person who we think is staying. Lizi, you want to go first?
Sure.
I guess this could be the same as. Wait, how did I do last time? I forget who I said was going home, and earlier in this episode, so it doesn't even matter.
I don't even remember.
Yeah.
I think Michael said that he knew Allison was going home.
Yeah, I felt that was gonna happen.
So I think I'm gonna say I'll say we're gonna keep Rachel. Obviously, she's gonna live to see
Yeah.
another week.
Yeah.
Maybe Caitlin.
I like that pick. I'll
Maybe
double
Caitlin
down with
leave.
that.
That's what I wrote too.
We're all
I wrote Caitlin.
We're all giving Caitlin the axe.
Yeah.
Caitlin's
So
outta
sorry,
here.
Caitlin. You
Nothing
are so
just
smart.
nothing particularly stands out about her.
Yeah.
No,
She's too smart
she
for
is-
the show. Radio
She's
chemist.
too smart.
Is that
Like
what
I
she
wish I
is?
was.
It
smart
was
as
something
her.
smart. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's got bigger, better things in the future.
All right, who you got? So you have Rachel staying, Caitlin going home.
I had Caitlin going home as well, and then I had Lexi staying.
Okay, like that.
She's just solid. I like her. I
Um,
like her.
I will go out on a limb too. I think Jess is on her last legs. I think this is it. I think the scenes of her crying all are going to happen next week, and then she goes home at the end of the episode.
For sure.
What and then what in that clip when she was like, "Did I do something wrong?" She was crying to Joey. Yeah, that was bad news.
And I think Leia might stick around one more week. I think she might hold
Unfortunately.
on. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think she's got one more. You know, it's always like one episode before they almost get sent home, then they get sent home the next one. This was Jess's episode where
Oh,
she
like the
almost
last
got
person
sent-
called.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And then she goes home next week. I think that's going to happen next week. Leia gets the last rose, and then she goes home. That'd be my prediction.
I can see it.
All right. Well, this is going to be probably the longest episode of BachMaker history. So thank you guys for everyone who watched this far. That's 2 episodes back to back. And yeah, we'll be back next week with Michael with his new gear too. So if you watch the first half of this episode, you know he had some technical difficulties and he looks ridiculous. But yeah, he has new gear and everything ready for week 6. Grace, thanks for joining us.
Of course. Thanks for
Yeah,
having me.
thank you,
Thanks for having me.
Grace.
Yeah, everyone, we'll see you guys next Tuesday. I believe it's only on Monday next week, correct?
Yeah.
No double episode?
I'm
Thank
assuming
goodness.
only Monday. Yeah.
All right, we'll see you guys next Tuesday. Thanks for watching. Peace.